Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Alright. Make sure everything's working again. Let's go ahead and make my way back. It's going to take me a minute anyway to get back over there. Oh. Well. I will use my flower when I get over there. Shoot. No? Maybe? Where am I? Oh, I'm like... I'm here. Oh, no, I can't do that anyway. No, I made a mistake. Okay. You gotta rob me a village. I need to use the other rod again. Oh boy. They didn't have a... That's Birdland. You just want to try to finish. You just try to hurry. You would let me through. At least I have that flower. It's a weird design for this whole thing. Basically, I was trying to actually summarize it to Lynn a little bit so she could kind of prepare. I basically ended up describing this entire process as like Resident Evil. Which to me seems about right. It's like a very light Resident Evil. Everybody shows up to help at the very end. Alright, here we are. We're back. Okay. Where's that flower? There it is. Eat it. Nom the flower. And we're gonna save on all slots. Because we have everything here. And this way if I make a mistake. Alright, now go ahead and put on the goddess's ring. Save on the top again. And I have to equip this. Nope. Man. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening. Let's do this. I'm probably good with either the level up or the thing, and I've done both. Oh yeah. See, we're doing just a little bit more damage, which is perfect. There we go. Hey, you moved. You're moving again. Stop moving. I hit you every turn. Move. Alright, well, we're in our typical spot. Now, let's hopefully we can get through this. One level did not seem to help much. But I do have the one thing. I'm hoping it refills my magic too. That'd make it really good. But also very needed. Honestly. I'm doing pretty good this round though. Maybe that damage output is a little bit better than I thought. Whoa, 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 hold on. Life drop. It's gonna be really dumb if I have to have this equipped and then I can't equip the other thing. This is gonna be exceedingly dumb because then I am just gonna have to grind again. And that pretty much means that I'm going to finish this tonight. Not right now. Because I'd have to wait like another... I'd have to do another thing. I forgot the freaking thing drops down so fast. Well, now it kicks in. I have one moment to look at my inventory. No. That's dumb. That's beyond dumb. We're going to load first. Then I'm going to look at it. And I'm going to put the other thing back on. And I'm going to also put on the thing I need for the boss. Alright. The game is literally saying, no, you need max level. But then that's dumb. You just need to get good at dodging this stuff. While also trying to hit him. Thing is, during the first half of this, you're on a time limit. If you want maximum protection. Second half, you're not. You could technically play the second half more safe. But seriously though, the revived vial should just work. Like, there shouldn't be no whatever's happening in this situation. There shouldn't even be a thing. Should just work. I shouldn't have to have it equipped because there's no way I can have it equipped during this fight. That's dumb. Why would you even need that? There's no use for that drink. It's a scam. So you have to have it equipped to use it. So dumb. So dumb. Bad design. Should just like either like you use it and then it's like, okay. It lets you revive. Because that'd be like the like guaranteed way to basically beat this boss. I get it. This boss actually wants to be hard. Okay, fine. Really, all it boils down to is this boss actually wants to be a challenge. So it's like, no, we have to actually have a fight. Can't just get this item to help you. You know, you could use it in this fight. It's just pointless to use it in this fight. You have no chance. Basically just nonsensical bullets. That's the only problem with it. It's this whole fight's just nonsensical bullets. Like, I'm basically one level away from max. There's no healing in this. Thanks for welcoming me back. So do I need to grind again? Is there any other enemies that drop more than 5 experience? If there is, they'd be perfect. I can easily go grab a thing. I'm gonna just quick look around. There's no enemies here. If there's enemies here, this would be perfect. I don't want to... There's also no enemies in the bell tower either. There's like the last 2 areas you go into and it's all cutscenes for both of them. The tower is nothing but cutscenes. Oh. Right, okay. I have maybe a little over like 10 minutes to try to beat this. If I can find an enemy that gives me like 50 experience points, I'll be golden. You. How much do you give me? I should be able to hit you still. One. So I literally have to go grind like 5,000 enemies. Cool. That was like the last enemy I was thinking of, because other than that, the enemy is right in front of the goddess thing. Are literally like the last enemies you bump into. These enemies right here are the literal last enemies in the game. So these are the strongest. The strongest enemy in the game grants 3 experience points. Well, I guess I'll finish this tonight. I'll finish this tonight and then I'll probably... Yeah. Because I'm not going to have time. I don't have time. But I can try to do a little bit of the grinding now so I can save myself some effort then. I'll probably end up just cutting the recording. This is bull. I'm mad at this fight right now. Because it's like, I don't... Like, the fact of, like... Okay, no, I'm mad at this. I'm mad. I'm actually mad. Oh, I need the stupid ring thing back. It's not stupid, but I'm mad. I'm actually, like, physically upset. Okay. As far as the game design went with this, like, everything was pretty much balanced. In the first game, like, you could get to level 35, no problem. And level 60 should have been the max. I should already have 255 experience points. I swear if by the end of this I don't get a level, I'm going to be extra pissed. Because otherwise, then that's just going to be literally nothing but dumb luck of fireball placements and his placements to literally do that. Like, none of these bosses, the reason you grind in this game is because none of the bosses should feel like you have to just rely on nothing but luck. And I get it, he's supposed to be some type of all-terrifying monster. Cool, whatever floats his boat. You know. But still, grinding should technically still be an option. This is why I look at games that like have like the requirement of, hey, you could try to beat this game at level 1. I'm just sitting there like, that sounds insane. Because yeah, this game is impossible at level 1. Could not do it. Also, you couldn't stay level 1 regardless. But this game would be impossible at level 1. Because literally at max level, you basically get required to be at max level 900% of the time. If you could use the revival medicine, this boss would already be done. You can, but it's really dumb how you can. Like, it's like the one situation where, like, if you were allowed to choose any accessory you wanted to, if you were allowed to put any accessory on that you wanted to, and you could either put on the one that maybe, because usually the accessories do nothing. This is the one time the accessory does something and it's mandatory to fight the boss. Like, that's almost dumb. Because it's like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, you know, let's just have it to where you absolutely need this accessory to do extra damage to the boss. Which every damage point's important. Or do extra, or, this is obnoxiously, do extra, what am I trying to think of here? If you didn't need the ring, you could equip the, you could easily equip the thing. I'm going to go look to see if there's not something else I'm missing. These two final boss. Oh, shoot. I prefer to put 2. These 2 final boss, yes. No damage, no magic. What? Final boss is a joke. So in that version of the game, you can use items. Cool. In that case, you could just use the drop. I can't use items in this one. About to put in turbo graphics. Oh, on easy you can also use healing items. Yeah, okay, I need TurboGrafx 16 because otherwise this is all saying you can use healing items. So every other version of this boss is fine, just not this version. Yeah. No, you had it. No magic, no damage. How in the heck would that even be possible?
Can't believe that Daniel deal got me on my insurance.
Daniel, State Farm offers surprisingly great rates to everyone.
Sure you do. You know what I mean?
Well, already got half my answer. Are you not using shield ring, or are you totally using shield ring? Alright, well he's just really good at dodging. That's all there is to that. That person's just really good at dodging. But they're also at max level. But if you, I guess if you really wanted to, you could try to beat this guy without dodging. I mean, without magic or that. I mean, that sounds all great and everything, but that also is like a lot of, in a sense, effort to like, it would be, it's a situation where if I have to sit down and just memorize the boss, his like attack patterns, I guess I could eventually. But then it just kind of like, I guess in a stupid sense, a proper fight has two methods that you use to win. I'm max gold. I'm max gold. Max gold is a weird ass number. Just letting you know that. Just taking that out right now. If that's max gold, that's a weird ass specific number. We've actually reached one. We've actually surpassed 1,000 so far. That's good. At the same time, if I made my game though, one thing I'd probably do with it too. Well, technically no, because I want you, the characters, to be max level by the end of each specific chapter, but I'd probably actually let that be a larger thing than just that. That's a thought process. It would be like the equivalent of like 4 games, but at the same time, I'd also make the level of grinding a little bit slower in that process. But I probably would have like a marker I'd want like the player to possibly be at by the time they reach each in bit. That way, it could kind of work like dot hack, basically. Even for this venture, if I wanted the player to get up to training level 99 or potential of like 99% or full potential basically, or their current potential, then I would just let them, then I mean I would just have places where you could grind for the specific thing of grinding. I mean, this is going to be my first game. I may require you to get to max level, and if I do, well, I'm going to make it not impossible to get to max level. Not chore too much. Because I'm not going to have a harder difficulty. I'm not going to have a new game plus. And I'm not going to have extra challenges after the fact, because what would be the point of that? If I did, it would basically be like a continuation thing. It'd be more like a DLC after the fact quest, but then at the same time, the after the fact quest is probably going to be start season 2, so, or like the proper first season, however I want to look at it, or however people want to look at it in general. We've gotten 2,000 done so far. I swear if they don't level me up, I'm going to be extra pissed too. Hope it at least builds me up to 255 strength, because otherwise it's kind of ridiculous not to have 255 strength. What also sucks is that my defense is not 255, so my defense and health maxed out like so quick. When like it also is going to end up falling a weird number. So weird. I still have maybe 12 minutes-ish. Might be able to try to pull this off. I'm just hoping it ain't laggy. If anything does happen, it ends up being a little laggy because my roommate ends up trying to go into work and I do beat it now. I will make a constellation and on my YouTube, I will just record Lynn going through the final boss as well, and we'll just do it that way. Like we can see the ending there too. So that'd be silly. It'll be on my channel. It'll be good times. Alright, we've done 3,000. Just need 1,999 more. We'll be done. This game is too grindy. There's an immediate complaint with it. Get out of here. 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 Might have a couple places that are basically perfect for grinding, like arenas and stuff of that nature. I have to see what games actually grant me stuff like that. It would depend. Actually see which games would actually grant me something like arenas out of the games I picked.
I would say it's 2 o'clock and you should worry about stopping.
Uh-huh.
But he's not even here.
Wait, whoa, you're right. What?
Yeah, actually, last night he was taking his cat and stuff to his car.
Is he gone?
I don't know, I'm gonna look in his room.
Did he leave already? Well, they never...
His computer is here and stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't think he'd be able to take that with him, but yeah.
But, like, he's not even here right now.
Oh, I guess we got time to finish this game, everybody. Yeah.
If he comes home, I'll yell at you.
Yeah.
But, like, he's not even here right now.
What's
he doing?
Slowly grinding experience points. You see my experience total? That one right there.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm trying to get to max numbers, which is all 9s.
999.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if there was a 10th number, or a 6th digit.
I know. You're ridiculous.
Just get there and it's like, oh, by the way, there's actually 99999 max instead of...
Yeah, see, I'm at level 61. I guess I'm hoping after this I'll be level 62.
Well, yeah, next experience is 99999.
Exactly. I'm hoping
so.
it should max out, give me one more level. You know, I already have max health, but I do not have max strength, which I need for which I might need for the final boss. I got this revival item that kind of works in the final boss, but the problem is I have to have a certain ring equipped during the fight, and I can't change my inventory in the middle of the fight, which sucks.
So you have to have a ring equipped through the entire fight.
Yeah, because so I can't actually swap out to I can't just bring in the potion because I have to have the goddess's ring equipped during that process.
And is there a ring that you're using that's currently better, but it doesn't give you the revival item?
This is the revival item.
Yeah,
I have to have that equipped in order to revive once.
Yeah, is there another ring you're using? Is...
Right now I'm just using this, but I have to use this one to beat the game because...
Wait, what does that thing do?
Oh, this... Let's see. That. You see? I got hurt. And then I stand still, my energy starts recharging.
Uh-huh.
It's a healing one, that's why I have it equipped right now. Just in case something bad goes happen while I was doing this, it could basically recover my HP. Without me being in any danger.
Okay, well you're almost there.
I am very much almost there. I actually did not know he was just completely gone already. I mean, that's good, because then I can actually finish this game.
Right.
Cool. Doc says hi.
Hi, Doc. Yeah, but like I was planning on coming up to tell you, but I wanted to make sure that I was actually about to plug in the thing, but then I was like, wait, I haven't heard from him all day. I'm gonna look outside, and his car was gone, so he's not even here.
I noticed the car was gone too this morning, like when I was walking back up here.
Yeah,
because Lynn had dropped me off at the bottom of the hill.
He took his cat and put it in the car. I noticed that during my stream. The cat was complaining, so I noticed that.
I don't think I even noticed that when. How long did you stream for?
Until like 10:30.
Oh yeah, well,
I got tired. I
think we were just completely ignoring everything that he was doing because we were kind of slightly recording the Lynn's playthrough of this just for shits and giggles because Lynn was doing so many funny things.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost there. I just gotta kill, like... Every one of these enemies is worth 1, but this is the best spot. Like, every enemy in the game now is basically worth 1 experience point.
Yeah, hi Doc, how are you?
Yeah, they can't see my face, so I'm fine.
Good. I was about to be worried about that actually for a second.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like, if I put my face over here, they would see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not doing that.
Alright. Alright, I did go doodly. I have max strength. And I can't gain... And next experience 0. So, yeah,
I mean, to be fair, it says 9999 experience. There's no possible way for you to get more experience now.
Exactly. So there's no more experience. I'm at max gold too in that process, which is the weirdest number for max gold. I thought that would also get to 99999.
That's not a weird number. It's just 65,505. 65525.
Is there anything? I know why the HP and MP are that. It's because hexadecimal is like the most you can usually fit on like certain cartridges and stuff memory wise. That's why the HP. That's why all the stats are 255 because that's like the.
Yeah, that's standard.
That's like the number before code would.
Because that is a multiple of 2, or a exponent of 2.
Oh shoot! I need to go. Actually, no. I need to go back to Burn Village real fast, and then grab this.
Yeah. So don't worry about ending your stream immediately because he's not even here.
Okay. Cool. We have time, everybody, so I might be able to stream something else afterwards. Oh, yeah, Rumia Village. Cool. So we're definitely going to beat this, basically. Is what we've just learned. We're definitely beating this. After that, maybe I'll start on something else? I don't know. I got all day at this point. Well, until 4. Because I'm going to go out in town. Maybe I'll still end this after I beat this. Because, I mean, that was my original plan. Because I wouldn't mind just kind of relaxing after that. So, let's go beat the game. Now that we have an extra strength point... See if I could have beat it before he had to go to work anyway. That'd still be funny. He would have been probably logging in by now though, so I would probably be losing frames. That's the silly part. Still trying to figure out why that's the max number for gold, though. Alright, so let's get some hype up in here. Final boss height. Let's go. Hype. Let's get the hype rolling. Alright. Inventory. Let's use this.
I know why the max for gold is 65535.
What is it?
Because it's bitwise.
Bitwise?
2 to the power of 8 is 256. Minus 1 is bitwise 255.
Mm-hmm.
So bitwise 65535 is 2 to the 16 minus 1.
Oh.
Yeah. It is the maximum bit integer for 16 digits. So binary 16 digits. All ones is that number.
Hmm.
And then 16 0 or 1 and then 16 zeros would be 6 5 5 3 6. Yeah, so 2 to the 8 is 256 minus 1 is 255. So that's 8. That's 8 ones in binary. 16 ones is 6 5 5 3 5.
Right. Alright. Magic shield, go. Just walk in immediately so I don't lose any MP while having the magic of shield on. Because it drains MP immediately. But I need all the MP I can muster for this guy. So you're gonna do the cutscene again? This will be the third time we've seen the cutscene, so he did the cutscene again.
Face.
Gigantic face.
Gigantic face. I am pure being. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm level 62 now. So all your words mean nothing to me. You're going to the left. You went right this time. You changed it up. I gained 4 attack power. Alright, well there's nothing I can do to make this boss any easier. So now I just suck it up and actually do it. I got him halfway down with just my magic alone, so that's a good start. Alright, actually we're doing real good. Wow. 5 strength really means a lot. You mofo. Get back here. Oh, this is gonna be rude. Gotcha! Gotcha! Pwned. Pwned after 43 extra minutes of grinding. Jeez. Oh, turning up the volume. Everyone's face far. Everyone's face sparkles with happiness. Fina and Lair, the descendants of the sixth priest, and Lilia are all waiting for you. Adal, you did it. You overcame the impossible. My full name is Tarf Hadal. Nah, I'm the descendant of the ancient priest Hadal. Okay, well that explains it. That also means Gatekeeper Man was also that, but yes. Your fighting skills are dazzling. What a joy to see you slash Darm to oblivion after he had ripped our lives apart. I must admit, however, I was still a bit worried about the powers of the Black Pearl. But when I heard the shattering sound of crystal, I knew our lives were safe. Now we can enjoy our peace and freedom without the looming presence of doom. I know I should be smiling, but I can't hold back my tears of joy. Tarf, please don't cry or you'll make me cry too. My full name is Maria Mesa. Okay, so you're still alive. That's impressive. I thought you died. The Wizard Dallas wanted me as a sacrificial lamb. He thought my cries of anguish would bring the other descendants out of hiding. The reason why I didn't die was because of the protection of the priest bracelet. That makes sense, I guess. The demons were frantic in their attempts to exterminate us. They believed that they had awakened the goddesses. They knew that they had to kill us or they themselves would be forced to face annihilation. So they began sacrificing the villagers in a process of genocidal elimination. The peace has now returned to our world at the cost of many villagers' lives. So we will build a memorial on top of the belfry to commemorate their courage. Adol, by gosh, you did it. I knew you could from the first time I met you in Ramia village. We all felt you were the chosen one who would lead our land to freedom. By the way, I'd like you to come by our village soon. Everyone wants to see you. Evan is getting better and he wants to congratulate you on your success. It's me, Keith. You probably didn't recognize me without my pale green tint. To eliminate the source of evil, my green goon curse was lifted. Yay! Knew I could live as a human again. What a horrific experience I've had. Really thought I would die in Burnland prison. My life passed in front of my eyes, and then I focused on a single moment. I remembered watching a beautiful sunset with my dear sister. She remarked on how she believed that not all the goons were bad. Moments later, we were ambushed by a pack of demons. Next thing I knew, she lay dead at my feet. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rain on this celebration. This is a time for joy and happiness. Let me express my appreciation once again. Thank you very much. Adol, you did great. Did a great job. I can remember watching Dorm Tower from the ground. Suddenly I saw a bolt of light burst from the top of the tower into the skies. I never imagined that bolt was actually you. You are a leader of men and model of courage, Adele. We need a soul like yours to inspire our devastated land and restore our prosperity. We need your help. Please stay with us in Asteria. Adele, you were wonderful. Let me tell you about a strange dream I had before coming here. In that dream, a mystic voice in harmony told me to go to Solomon's Shrine. He told me that the great land of Yeast was coming down from the skies. When I awoke, I looked up to find Yeast right in front of me. I rushed into the shrine because I knew you must be in great danger. It was then I gave you the silver harmonica. Doll, you've changed our lives. It was the magic power of Yeast that kept the land floating in the sky out of harm's reach. And it was from the same power that the evil was created. Opposites born from the same source. Magic is mysterious indeed. We created the magic to make a better life, but we allowed ourselves to be manipulated. How ironic that we could be controlled and terrorized by our own innovations. We sometimes allow our materialistic greed to overcome our simple needs. What real need we have is love. Anyway, the peace is back. We should all be grateful. Oh, by the way, Colin was looking forward to seeing you. Oh, Adele, how glad I am to see you. I was awfully worried when you started out on your final battle. And now you are back alive. Lydia, I know you got a crush on Adele. Lydia, I know you got a crush on Adele. Come on, go for it. Oh, please, Goblin, don't embarrass me. Our land was ripped apart over 700 years ago. We haven't seen our relatives since. But you have provided us with this remarkable reunion. This is our most marvelous day. Now that the magic power has been removed, our presence here is no longer needed. It's time the people start believing themselves. Before we subside, we will make sure that only we, the goddesses, control the magic. And the people will have peace and happiness forever. Throughout the coming ages, we'll never forget about you. Adol. Fina and Adol are gazing into each other's eyes. Fina. Who is Fina? Who is Fina? Which character was that? Been to 2 games. It's kind of hard to remember all these characters. Well, I guess we should let them be alone. That's a good idea, Maria. Well, they will be off now. Good luck. Oh. Were you the girl from...
basement of the shrine was such an eerie place. After that, I went to Jeva's house. I met a lot of people
Yep,
that I never knew
I
before,
thought you might be her.
and I learned a lot about the wonderful world of East. But the best thing that has happened to me is that I had a chance to meet you. For the first time in my life, I was able to speak with the heart of a girl. It is hard to feel human when your soul is of a goddess. Well, I must go. Lair is waiting for me. Adol, promise that you'll always remember the girl in me.
Okay. You got it. Pwned. That evil god got pwned. We did it. Beat the game. Beat the game, everybody. That's another one for the game clear, and that's one that I needed for the story, so that's one less I gotta worry about in the future. Well, it's one of 20 major ones done. And now Adele wanders off into another quest somewhere, because that's his life. It's literally his life. As he looks into the sky, sees that was a thing. She has her tongue stuck out. Yeah! Adele and that random girl get it on for actually maybe a while, because I think she might have been East 4. I beat East 4. I beat 3 and 4 already. Not on stream or recordings or anything, so I gotta actually do them again. But maybe she popped up in 4, because technically I think Adele did have like a girlfriend or something that he had to like kind of go back and forth between, because he had to like still do the mission that was Yeast 4. Yay! Thank you for the nice doc. The game still got some bops. Yeah, dancing. You ain't dancing with the girl who was holding hands with at the end there. Might be Fina from the thing. Might be the goddess Fina. Yeah, gigantic peace sign. But that wizard's getting down. Wizard Dal is getting it down. There's Keith. Like, yeah, his goon outfit. And he's back in his goon outfit and he slides to the left. Exit stage left. Dance, dance, dance. The doll is dancing. I go to another boss busting their moves. Wow, this game, this particular credit scene is just silly. There's that guy. Voice actors. It's not me of those little monsters that I was. Do a spin. I think this actually was a pretty decent game. I'm not gonna say it was greatest, but like the story is actually pretty good. Like that part's actually compelling. Gameplay has a lot to be desired, but yeah, I think later games actually fix that pretty well. Like, Arc of Nepotism, I think has some of the greatest gameplay. 7 probably has some really good gameplay from what I played of it. Keyword from what I played of it, and I actually beat that one. I've also beat E6. If E6 is, I'm assuming, yeah, E6 has to be Nepotism because, yeah, I've already beat, I know 5 is the Super Nintendo game, so Arc of Nepotism 6, and then, yeah. Do you not move from this? Because if you don't, I might have to get... Oh. Yes. Book 1 and 2. Yeah, alright, we're back to the start. Okay. Well, shoot. Now what? Basically the main thing I had planned. I have like a bajillion games on here. Oh, actually, hold on. I'll be right back. I want to see something. I've not actually checked to see if this one here. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'll be right back, everybody. Just in case I want to play GameCube games or Super Nintendo games on here. They require the one just the Wiimote. I'm curious, where's this at? right here. Oh, we had played it past that. Okay. Alright, well, let's reset. Kirby's Avalanche. Let me go fix the game up real fast. Boom. Boom. Alright, well. Now, hydrate, cool. I'll get right on that. Hydrate between games. Sure. Perfect. Good idea. I got this tea during, or it's not tea, but it's like a fruit punch juice cocktail. While I was at the, getting food from Subway, basically. And now I'm out of it. Let's say the high. Versus calm level. You can go hard, hardest. Ugh. Okay. Special custom. Fall blob. Interesting. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, let me out of here. Competition. There we go. Wait. Pretty sure I should, let's reset again because I might get all the stuff back normally. Kirby's Avalanche. Kirby's Avalanche. I'm trying to fight everybody. Trying to reset the game here and it's like not wanting to. Okay. Okay. Let's go there. I don't know what all this custom is, but let's get out of that. That apparently, oh, that might be the equivalent of a stage select. Interesting. I want to start there. Oh, apparently it's going into special custom. Apparently it's going using the custom rules. Got me wanting to use the custom rules. Can we just not use the custom rules? That'd be great. That's the whole reason I'm resetting. Special custom. Alright, okay, we're gonna mess around with this. Let's mess around with that. I wanted to actually see what. I want to play this. I was trying to play this game legit. Wow, D. Hi, Waddle D. Are you ready? Okay, we just walk through the forest together. The forest scares me. Sorry, rules are rules. That's nice. Glad you'll provide hints. I'm going to puyo like I've been puyoing all, like, for a while now. I think we have a larger area. Just trying to set up a tower here. Just trying to set my tower up, and it's not even letting me. Oh no, this is correct. Here we go. Start off with some damage. He's not having a good time. Let's see. Here, let's throw a cabin on this side of the fence. Nothing. Okay, well, let's just rebuild our tower. He's gonna kill himself before I can even do much more. Here we go. Blurb. We did it. Bert. Aha, I found my next victim. Pronto, Bert, the bully. You bully, the pleasure will be all mine. Shut up and play. I'm Pronto, Bert. This will be practice for when I eventually decide to take down Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine again. Or attempt that game again. I want to see how this strategy holds up on this game. See if I would be able to use it in the other one. Basically. That's the plan here. Oh, that'll hurt. How'd you enjoy that? Did you enjoy that? I think that was quite delicious on my end. Looked weather fine to me. First stage provides hints, and nothing else provides hints anymore. Oh, perfect. Right there, that's a long one. Alright. No delicious chains, but, you know. Here we go. Oh. You know. Oh, still didn't get rid of the one I was actually wanting to get rid of. Jeez. G's Part 2, The Revenge of G's. Well, now I had to use this in a way I didn't want to. So Part 3, The Revenge of Arger. Bad. Let's just do this. Bam. This was finally a chain. Trying to work on that for a while, but I didn't even get the chain I wanted. So I messed it up. Rebuild a little bit. However, not too much more, because he's probably almost defeated. Yep, there we go, being defeated. What'll do? I believe so. No, you did not treat Waddle Dee with respect. Now every Waddle Dee will pay you in kind. I don't think so. I mean, a really easy way for me to check. It's the problem. Not in here. Yeah, go ahead and refresh. It should change for you if you refresh. I don't know if this one has the all clear bonus. I don't think I've ever tried that. There we go. Okay. Good. Yeah, sometimes you just need a refresh with that when that's the case. I'm not gonna let the fact that there's some extra time technically go to waste here. I probably will make this into two separate things though. So whatever the rest of this stream is, will probably be its own thing. Because now I have access to my WiiWare games again. Look at here, look at this guy trying to be all smug over here. He thinks he's winning. Ain't that precious? Mess up more, he might be, but I'm recovering. Green seed over here, because I want this red over here. Let's see if that does anything. Nope. Alright, now let's top off my tower over here. Shoot, I can't spin. I can't spin in the hole. That's rude. That's also rude. Oh, that's okay. You won. You won this round. You win this round. a couple mistakes, and then I didn't realize I was stuck with that situation. Alright. Let's move this stuff over here while I set my towers up. I'm already doing damage. I wasn't even watching. Oh. Could use that right there. Oh shoot, no. Alright, well, here we go. Oh, that's rude. That was not rude. I thought I messed up. Like, Alright. This is just being a little bit of a prick. No, we're gonna continue. We're getting some unlucky RNG right there, and like the later ones have spoiled me, like straight up. Like, not gonna lie, I've been spoiled by some of the movement abilities in the other ones. Like being able like to flip my piece in, like, when it's in a situation like that. Alright, It's not going so well. It's not going well at all. I'm dead. Well, screw you too, buddy. Alright. RNG is getting ridiculous here. Oh, I think I can put my phone on charge. Hold on. I still dropped no frames. That's impressive. Gosh, it's amazing what happens when you... oh, shit. I gotta be careful with what I grab at. Shit. Here. This is the one I need. Be careful. There we go. My phone on charge, since the charger's still on in here. Yep. So I'll probably stream until about 4. See if we can beat this game. Just cause. Practice my Puyo skills for when we go back to Puyo Tetris 2, The Revenge of the Tetris Puyos. We've still not beat that game yet, which is reason number 5 of why we haven't updated that series for a hot minute. It's because we're still technically working on it. We just haven't had a chance to actually play any more of it since the last time I uploaded. Well, let's get this, I guess. And actually clear up some garbage. Yeah, actually. Not the worst thing. Alright, there we go. I hate you and everything you stand for, garbage block. Never mind. Yeah. About you winning. You're not. Bye. It's like, yeah, about you winning. You're not. Congratulations, you're a fast learner. And underestimate your skills. Maybe. I hurried through the forest and joined us at Dream Fountain for the serious competition. There we go. So that's the intro mode. Now we actually play the game now. Stage 1. Kirby Brother Senior. Hi Kirby, want a bomb sandwich? I'll breathe in your pathetic bombs and send them right back at you. Damn it. Alright, let's get complete in a quick game of Avalanche. Avalanche. So I don't know what that custom thing did, but you know what, it's fine. Whether it went back to normal anyway. Dum dum. With this song, it was something that technically me and my ex had done like a long time ago. This song is stuck in my head because of that, and technically I can explain why in the next level. Because it's stuck in my head. Lyrics we came up with is stuck in my head because of the next level. So, yes. Do. There we go. Repair my tower. Tower's in need of a little bit of repair. Do. Do. I don't know. That worked better than I thought it was going to. I need. Okay. Now, after all that, is when you decide to grace me. I beat him. Wispy woods. Please don't tread on my roots. It would be not a wise decision. I feel like some apple pie. What an asshole. Alright, here we go. Trees are dun. Trees are dumb, stupid and dumb. They're so made of dumb. Trees are dumb and they are made of dumb, and there's nothing good about them. Do. Could be used for much better things. Tables, ladders, and herbs. Wait, ladders? Tables, ladders, and chairs, oh my. Now to explain that. Because me singing that song sounds absolutely terrible. So, let me explain. It was originally for an original version of Clonus, who was going to basically be like, nature is worth nothing except for stuff to be experimented with. Honestly, this might be something we could use later. And during a thing that me and my ex were doing, which was the Gamer's Labyrinth, which, in a sense, I might actually add some of those aspects into this first story anyway. This Face Man is kind of the first villain. I also kind of forgot some of the lyrics, but anyway. Yeah, you were the scientist that didn't care much for nature. I kind of moved that stuff more to Dragon. Well, no, the Dragon's not even a character of mine now, I don't think. I don't know who's my characters anymore because half of the characters we created were, you know, joint characters. But regardless. Back to the thought process here, or back to the explanation. And during the Gamer's Labyrinth stuff, he was playing this game. Which, during that Gamer's Labyrinth stuff, I technically took some time and actually, like, basically, well, still coming up with that character, still coming up with the intro stories, try to come up with everything in general for the beginning of all this stuff. I ended up basically playing this game as Clonus to finish it. But, yeah, during that bit, I came up with the song because I was just randomly coming up with lyrics out of my randomness, because I just do that. And I thought it was funny, and I thought it technically kind of worked at the time. And now, no matter what, that song is now forever stuck in my head. Every time I hear that song, which is just a standard Kirby song. Kaboo! Who blocked the path with his boulder? The road to glory ends here. Kaboo! Oh, hi, Kaboo. Are you ready for a game of Avalanche? Kaboo, 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 kaboo. So, yeah. Might actually still put some Gamer's Labyrinth things into this story, because the game itself is a labyrinth. I mean, if you want to look at it like that way. A big labyrinth of an open world. An open world labyrinth, to be precise. And look at him being all smug. He thinks he's winning. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Only RNG will tell. Shoot. Wait, here. Oh, yeah. Nice. I need to slightly repair my tower over here. Trees are done. Yeah, see, the song's stuck in my head forever. I was not supposed to go like that. Also rude. Very rude there. Kaboo. Who is one of the more annoying Kirby enemies in the original stuff. Especially the original. Like after that, it's like, who cares, because you can just use powers. But in the original, he was very annoying. You could not suck him up. And that was your only means to attack. Go swimming Kirby. Sleep Kirby. Here we go. I do not know what to do with any of these pieces right now. Here we go. Something. I mean, all the wrong pieces. Actually, this still works. Still dying? I might still be dying. I might be in trouble. Oops. I'm in trouble. I'm in slightly less trouble. Still mostly trouble though. Alright, well. I'll be able to get past him eventually. Just gotta keep going. I don't have plans for this game. I just wanted to... If I could beat this one again, I know I can... I'm probably prepared for Dr. Botn's Being Bee Machine. Which, now that the Wii is set up, I could go get. Like... I could go grab that right now because it's a GameCube game. Actually, it's a Sega Genesis game, but I have it on the GameCube. Nice. Nice. There we go. Finally stuff. Also notice that we do not cancel out each other's attacks. Like, we still get to blunt the attacks in this one. Something else I've noticed, and I'm like, huh. Which means that as long as I do a good combo, I'm still going to do some serious damage. I'm not going to cancel it out last second. I mean, it's a great move in the other one. And it's much preferable in the long run. You can cancel it out, protect yourself, and all that jazz. Oh no. I'm winning. Oh, shoot. Probably not the brightest. Okay, hold on. Shit, what have I done? That was the death spot. I was winning. Ah. Dang it. Kaboom. Nobody's in the forest. The forest is dead. Kirby ate them all. Kirby got so mad at losing to Puyos that he ate the forest. You know, typical Kirby fashion. He ate and destroyed the forest and used Burning Leo. Completely obliterated it. You know, it's weird how this game technically has, like, I think some of the Kirby Adventure enemies, but doesn't, like, have any of, like, the power enemies. Wait, hold on, let's do this. Let's do that. I don't like the fact that I need a yellow. It's being really weird. Every time. Why did I not? Oh, that was just dumb. That was just a dumb round. Alright, let's do this. Third times. We just get to round, I think, 13. We're on round 3. Technically round 6 of 16, if you count the first 3. We're making decent progress. I know this tactic works because we've used it so many times. It's just bad RNG is kind of hitting to where it doesn't, like, give me any good, like, side combinations, which is usually the problem with the tower setup. It's like, it literally relies on what happens, what pops up on the sides. And then, I'm just getting, like, real bad, like, aftermath RNG to where, like, now, I got nothing. Oh, I'm dead. nothing to help with like certain bits and other bits. Like, it's not giving me anything I could use in the middle at all. And then it'll just give me a whole bunch of, like, here, have a whole bunch. I swear one of the enemies in this game used this tactic, though. Alright. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Alright. Red, thank you. Thank you for finally giving me something I could use. Let's actually clear out this left side first before we proceed to make new towers. Shoot. Oh, this is something. He ate my 3-hit and is still walking after that. How rude. That was just very rude. Probably need to learn more tactics at puyos to actually guarantee like good combos without having to super rely on RNG. But at the same time, I'm also very patient. As we can tell by the fact that I just beat a game by sitting there and grinding for 10 hours. Or for like a long time. It didn't seem to be completely disheartened by the idea of sitting there and grinding. The only thing I was disheartened by was I thought I was going to run out of time, which was a completely different aspect. And then that turned out to be wrong, so when that turned out to be wrong, it kind of changed the entire thing. I was like, oh, okay, well then, I can grind to my heart's content then. Very patient, which is the reason that technically I can kind of roll with certain RNG stuff, is because I'm patient. If I fail once, I'll get it eventually. Not the end of the world. I still have time. It's just, I have been definitely getting some bad RNG in this one compared to, say, the other ones we've been playing. But the RNG seems definitely to be way weirder in this one when there's a bit less control in some aspects. I did not need to do that, but I wanted anyway. Cool. Broom hat. Oh, what a mess, what a mess. I must complete the entire forest. I worried more about cleaning up your avalanche skills first. Dust sweep, huh? Sweet. Be sweet. Oh. Here's towers. Here's it is. It's the broom dude that does it. He does kind of a miniature version of the tower. We do the full version, the all out, all or nothing version. That's the thing, it's an all or nothing attack. If it fails, well then, that's part of it. It has a chance for failure, but it also has a high chance for success. He's panicking already because of that. I can destroy his middle. You don't have much places to put stuff. There we go. There we go. Nothing. But look nice. It felt nice. Oh, crud. No. Yeah, this mess I put myself in. No! Okay, that was bull. That was bull. I was trying to move and it didn't let me. I had a perfect spot for that piece and everything, and it already is set down by the time I had already was about to start moving it. That's ridiculous. That could have been a victory. Alright, this is just nothing. Thanks for all the nothing right now. Alright, well. Redo this at least. So there's a big grand total of nothing. Alright, get some reds. Red is nice. I like blues. It's amazing and wonderful. Greens are nice too. There's that. No! I wanted that over there. Oh, just, it's over. That was dumb. This one's ruder with certain things. I'm guessing Mean Bean Machine's gonna be just as rude. I could bet money on that. That Mean Bean Machine's gonna be ruder. Yeah, I just want to do it, so let's do it. Could you give me... You know what? I'll take it. Oh, now it gave me the one I needed. Oh, that's so rude there, too. Oh, I beat him. Jeez. I noticed like too late that it gave me the red I needed like an hour ago. I know what your dream is, but King DDD was saying. Go meddle on someone else's affair, Squishy. I have to I've got to get to the dream fountain. Ain't hard avalance for you then, Kirby. Squisher. Kirby, Master of the Towers. You know, I love how the piece I actually was looking for popped up right there. I was actually hoping for a piece like that. But then I ended up making that match ahead of time. That match with something else. It's like, oh, okay. 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 Technically, that is a big match. It's a big boy match. You're dead. Whew. Oh. Oh gosh. That was rude. La 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 la. To get this far, you must have amazing skill, tee hee hee. Oh yeah? Try and figure your way out of this. Wish I had like an echo effect. Bum ba-dum, ba-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do. See, this song is literally stuck in my head every time I hear this song now. Because of that skit that me and my ex did. Technically, then we moved that to a different character. And then, because they did not care about nature, they were just completely destroying everything. They did not care. Oh, this is where it's starting to go fast. This is where, technically, I'm going to have to hope the tower works a lot better. Because now my control is going to get less precise. It's already been pretty not very precise already. So, no! Okay. Could have used the other combo a little bit better though. Alright, well, jeez. Alright, we got... Oh, wait, hold on. No! No! I didn't want to be AAA. I didn't realize I had that option. I was going to put my initials in. Apparently I'm now AAA. Welcome to the AAA channel. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Yeah, this is the part where the game starts going speedy. Literally, a tactic like this, I could get lucky, and yeah. I could also get extremely unlucky too. There's always that opportunity. Always. Like, always the opportunity that I'll just be super unlucky and get absolutely nothing, and then the game gives me no pieces to work with. There seems to be a trend going on, I've noticed. I've noticed this dastardly trend going on where the game wants to give me nothing to work with. Oh, they're happy. Good for them. Yeah. Badoosh. It's amazing how Puyo has changed and stayed the same at the same time. Oh crap. We're good. That's beneficial. Not good. Well, looks like we're just gonna have to force our way through these enemies. We got this. And then Kirby used to crash on them, that's pretty usual. As is tradition. There we go. Nice. Almost nice. Alright. Thank you. I did it! I beat him. Whew. I've been crying. Bugsy. Roar! Oh, I'm so scared. Roar! Roar? Roar. Roar, 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 roar. Roar, 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 roar. Oh shit. That was shit. All the BS. Okay. 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 Well, I've created a tower of mess up so bad. Okay, you eat that full tech. Alright, I tried so hard, I got so far. But yeah, I messed up at the very last thing. That could have been useful. Well. You really need to mess him up sooner. What you learn here, you need to mess up this guy soon. Oh. There were some back pops. Something on him quick. Here might, yeah, here's something. Boom. Crud. Dang it. Oh, maybe something. Yeah, I was doing real good that turn until I got to the point where it just would not let me. It just gave me nothing. It's like, hey, it's like I hate it when I get to the point where it's like, okay, I need a specific piece here because I see something I need. They'll give me something good, probably. Boom. Dang, that was bad. Of course, I already get to a situation where it's like, whatever. It's amazing. Kitty's downstairs doing all types of stuff. And with this computer, I've not dropped much frames. Like I dropped a little bit of frames yesterday during my stream. Also because lots of things are probably happening. Oh. Okay, yes. Nothing else really, unfortunately. Crud. Dang it, why'd it have to be red, not green? If it was green, I would've been okay, but it was red. Dang it. Roar! There's some small minor damage in. Oh, I'm dead. Cool. Finish the tower and then die immediately. Cool. Oh, okay. Here this is. I was worried about this for a sec. Alright. There we go. This might help. Concentration mode now. Crap, what have I done? The answer is everything and nothing. I've done nothing to him. So he hit me with a big combo. And he has the potential to start doing big combos. Jeez. Arr. That was a mistake. I'm probably in these situations where I've been able to pull off no damage whatsoever. Each round is basically giving me no chance to deal damage whatsoever to the enemy. It's kind of getting annoying. It's like, we know this RNG could work. This is like literally just pure RNG. We know this tactic works, it's just literally pure RNG basically. We know it can produce great combos. It's not all the time. Something. There we go. More somethings. Something. Okay. No. dare you? No, I was winning. Oh, I was winning. Dang it. Sheesh. This is ridiculous. Nice. Not so nice. Don't throw away a nice just afterwards. Alright. Oh, dang. That was a good match. That was a good match. That was solid on my side. Yeah, he's being a jerk. Still getting super combos. Yeah. Bump. Right there. Bump. The thing with this one is literally just having the hope on RNG. And you basically set it up in a way that, like, if you try to set this up normally, at least in my opinion, which I know my opinion is technically not the most thing, because I only play these games occasionally. I played them a lot lately because, well, we're trying to get to Puyo Tetris 2, so let's see. I did it. I ruined it all. There's that green I needed 10 minutes ago. I did it. Paint roller. Let me paint you a lovely portrait. Oh, how sweet of you. Of you losing to me. Ha ha ha. Paint roller, you are the meanest art student I ever met. Student, ha. I'm the master. Or the paint roller needs to be brought down to size every so often. His name is Pain. His 4-letter abbreviation is just Pain. all he is pain. Okay. I'm at the point where my brain's like, oops. And then somehow, even though my brain was like blop, my brain went to rubber, apparently I pulled that off, and then I'm still in this somehow. And now I might be in trouble. Yeah, now I'm in trouble. Because he's not dead yet. Oh, gosh dang it. Aya. This time I'm Aya. What that's weird is technically for both this and next game, the first half of the game takes place in one location, and then the other half actually takes place in a new location. But not even the first half, like the first like 2/3 takes place in one location, and then like the last third takes place in a different location. To be honest, when I beat this, it just took me lots of perseverance. That's all it really took. Which I've not like been in the mood to try to do perseverance again. Like that. Until, well, now that the Wii's hooked up, I mean it was right there, so kinda wanted to show it off. If I get to a point where I feel like I'm done, I might just be done. Or I might call it like, or I may take a small break, an intermission. Step away for a minute, take an intermission. That's going too fast, I can't get to the top of that. Well, at least that garbage block painted the top of that area for me. Never mind. Cool. Cool. Technically still in it. Till now. Wow. Whew. Oh my goodness. Impressively, we made it to stage 8 so far. That's impressive in its own right. Hey, by myself too. That's even more impressive. Well, you know what? Technically, depending on what the situation is with my roommate, or my ex-roommate, and / my ex, like, depending on what the situation with that is, streams may be a lot more common. Like, if they just up and left, well, streams are going to be coming a lot more often, that's for sure. Something's happening here. We'll go here. No. Oh, we're dead. We didn't have a chance. They... other things go over there. Okay, cool. Shenanigans. That's not how it's supposed to work. I'm always kind of working on like one side. Like doing like, oh, he was kind of like doing. It's kind of like doing almost like a single tower-esque situation going on here. Shoot. Okay. Don't make the same mistake twice now. Shoot. Anyhow, I was channeling a scientist sona during that process. Trees are dumb, stupid and dumb. They're so full of dumb. Stupid and dumb, so very dumb. They're so full of dumb. Trees are dumb and they are made of dumb and there's nothing good about them. They could be used for so much better things. For lumber, pencils, and herbs. Trees are dumb, stupid and dumb. They're so full of dumb. And dumb, so very dumb. They're so very dumb. Na 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 na. Those herbs, they're dumb, stupid and dumb. Damn. I was trying to actually channel them, and I was actually a little decent. I was trying like channel the Clonus form. And I was doing decent, so I was singing the song, singing his catchphrase. It was working. I just kind of let myself get drawn into the beats, the jams. Shoot. Okay, this is a guaranteed match because I did it. I made that match all by myself. Match. Shoot. Well, I won everything. They want everything even more. Crap. Well, this is going very well. I might be getting tired. I may just call it soon so I can actually try to get some rest before Lynn gets home. So we're going shopping later. But hey, who knows, I might be streaming a lot more. Like basically as often as I'm able. Until I get these 20 games done, then not including this one. This is just a freebie since we actually did the one I actually was trying to work on today. Well, this is just terrible. I'm not even gonna try because that was already terrible and I don't even know what happened. I'm getting too sleepy for this. Let's give it one last try. And then I'll probably call it. Try to take a small nap and then finish setting up the tower yet. Yep, I'm dead. Okay. That was it. Next time I just remember it's gonna be fast starting off. Let's see what all games I have here. Guardian. Super Mario RPG says that's not actually on the Wii or the Switch thing. It is any N64 game, unfortunately. I could actually play that soonish. That'd be fun, but kind of probably wait until I need it for the story. Actually, what I probably need to do is next time. Well, that's for a different thing entirely. I'm gonna keep these Neotopias in mind for the virtual world later. The virtual world's gonna be a while. Still surprised I have this game. That's a game I didn't even think I had. I have the 3 Ace Attorney games. Probably need to organize this thing a little bit better. Ignore all this because I don't have any of this. This is just on the SD card, but it's on the black Wii. So I never got to actually play. I can't play any of them. I own all the Donkey Kong games, which is how I originally planned to do the Donkey Kong Country series with Lynn. But then it was already on the thing. In fact, me and my ex actually did these 3 already. I do need to do them again, but they're on the Switch, so I'll probably just do them that way. Super Punch Out's also on the Switch, so next there is River City Ransom, which is just all those are just better to do. Castlevania Rebirth, that one's real good. Cave Story, I don't have anything else. Splatterhouse, we've already beat. Ninja Gaiden, the beat 'em up. It's good stuff. Kirby Dream Land 3, there are like 2 versions of that work. Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, now that one. That one's a different one. This is also a real good game, but I don't know what to use it for yet. I'm working on trying to find a use for all the Mystical Ninja games. I'll probably try to find a use for this. Kirby himself is probably going to be used for, like, thinking about it, I was going to use them for Mind Dungeons, but probably what I want to really use them for is, like, instead of Mind Dungeons, be more like, what's those called? Oh, I'm gonna use it for the like a changeling character. Basically, if there's a character that actually is like a changeling, or like a slime-based changeling, I might give them that, and they'll probably have like attributes from like Majin Buu. Because Dragon Ball stuff's getting mixed in this stuff too. Because one, we have Lynn made a Dragon Ball character because she loves the Dragon Ball game so much. And that I already have used for Sonic in most ways, but our problem is I don't know what to do with that yet. Either one of those episodes. That's a question asked later. I think I have episode 2 on the PS. Yeah. I think that's the thing that goes ding 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 dun 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 on the PS3. I still need to. There's a lot of PS3 games I'd like to play. But there is a issue of. There's an issue of various things on that. I just need to find a box, like my PS2 box, to hook it to the PS3. That's the issue. I've also completed the PS3 portion of my backloggery. So there's that now. But yeah, this is all the games I have on the Wii. Quite a hefty selection. We beat this one, which has been kind of lingering over me for a while now. I haven't beat that one yet. But if I'd played that for a stream or something, I'd probably want to play, that one first, and then go that one. Oh, your card is fine. I go 9, and I only need to beat 4 through 8 first before I play 9, and then same thing for 10. I beat 9 for 10, and then yeah. And as far as Dreamland goes, I probably want to do them in order too, possibly, depending on things. That's typically why I started with Yeast 1 and 2. Like, the only thing with, like, the Zelda stuff is Zelda games kind of can be used whenever. Even though there is a timeline, it's like it doesn't matter. They're all separate enough that it doesn't really matter. As long as it can make sense, since it's the virtual world. I think any like whatever the virtual world is will make enough sense on its own. I really could wish that. I would have access to this. These games are kind of fun. I always wanted to try out this one, but it's on my brother's Wii, and I have the SD card. There's like one SD card that basically could hold everything, so yeah. Oh, and I have the final part of Donkey Kong Land 1 and the first part of Donkey Kong Land 2, but my other computer was being real dumb, so they're ready, but my commentary didn't get recorded, so that's what's keeping those two projects on standby. I'm waiting to do commentary with Lynn or somebody, just to have somebody to bounce off of. Because I did good commentary on my own, but I forgot it, and I feel like if I did it on my own, without bouncing off somebody, I would just probably complain. I would probably feel like I'd probably just end up making it more about, like, how I'm mad about it, me losing the footage. I know it's not necessarily entertaining, so, yeah. There's a lot of stuff with some of these old playthroughs I wish I could, that I did with my ex. I wish I could have kept, but yeah. Oh well. What I might do, though, as a side note, in the future when I need these games, I might see if I can find a way to load up a save file that is, or get to a point where it's like, okay, I re-uploaded to this point, so I just need to continue from this point. Basically, and if I have to backtrack a little, That'd be better than backtracking the whole game and doing it over again. Or like basically off camera get back to that point that I was at before the one part. And then yeah, because I know I had finished Hybrid Heaven. I even finished like Mega Man Network Transmission, which sucks because that was actually a good run that I had on that. Like solid. It was a solid run. But I ain't got it. I ain't got any of those videos anymore. They're all gone. They're not on this computer, they're not on my other computer, they're not on this jump drive over here. It has all the stuff. So unfortunately they're gone. Oh, I also have 2 Batman video games that I did when I was sick like a while back. I still have yet to find time to do commentary for. Because I was sick, so I couldn't talk. That was like sometime last year. So they've been recorded since then. They're both finished. So I could probably do those as well at some point, but if I continue those games, I'm going to literally continue them. I'm not starting them over. You're going to have to watch the other parts probably to do that, because unless I do a stream. Unless I do a stream, and the stream is with like somebody else, to kind of like have them play through it. Because I've already played through it, like, multiple times. So if there's a stream on my channel where I watch somebody else play through it, then maybe. Or somebody else play through it, and I can post it up on the one thing. That may count, but then it would still feel kind of incomplete on my channel, so I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to take a quick nap until Lynn gets here. Which is 4:14 now, so if she gets off at 4:30, it might be like a 15-minute nap. But a power nap is better than no nap at all. So, anybody to raid? I don't know. Maybe, but I'm not going to worry about it. If I am streaming more often, if like this is the situation, and my coworker's not going to be here for either a long time or has just literally up and left. I mean, they took their cat with them, so he took his cat with him, so I don't know if that's the case. And he has just up and left, then I may just I'll probably stream more often and probably actually be in the streaming community way more often if he's gone. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you chatter alert, it's very appreciative. And I'm just going to do this. If you want the links to, if you're watching this on YouTube, the links to everything's in the YouTube. Or in the description, I mean. And if you're watching here, then my link to Discord and YouTube is right there. Except that's not the link to Discord, that is the link to DOScord, which does not exist, so there's no link. Anyway, yeah, if you want to join all, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to join all that stuff, just check in the description below. Also like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff too. We're there. I'm on DOScord, Kappa. Yes, you are. Woohoo. Anyway, bye-bye, everybody. I'm going to give it a few seconds here to kind of let everything catch up, but That way you all know that I'm saying bye. Bye-bye. Love you all. Boop. You has been the boops. The boops has happened. Da, 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 na, 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 na. Oh gosh. Blech. Bah.